Do you mind going back a bit? Go on. That is so cool. Stop. That is amazing. So today on Is It Worth It, we've got a very special treat. We'll be looking at this Kia EV6. Yes, we've managed to get our hands on one for you, and we're going to put it on that scale of worth and find out whether it's worth it. But we're here, the Kia showroom, the RRG Group in Bury, but let's start off with the design. This is Kia's new digital tiger nose design. And also you've got Kia's new rebranding of the badge as well, very smart indeed. But also just different elements. This is Kia's first big attempt at the electric market. I mean, for instance,
it shares the same platform as the Hyundai Ioniq 5.
So it's the same platform, but obviously Kia have put their name and badge on it and redesigned it their way. So let's take a look around the EV6. This is really sharp, very muscular design on here as well. Not what you expect from Kia at all. Have a look at these 20-inch alloy wheels, but also, interestingly, you've got some plastic inserts in here to help with the aerodynamics. But also, just to have a look around here, even on the wing mirrors, you've got nice little hints to help with the aerodynamics. Nice door handles here, very flashy. Something you'd probably find on an Aston Martin. Keeping in line with that, look at the design on that, it's similar to the Aston Martin DBX. You've also got like a ducktail spoiler. Again, nothing you'd expect from a Kia at all. And even just look at the lights here, it's almost like crystal pattern here. Very nice indeed. And you've also got a rear spoiler on the back.
The Kia EV6 has a 74.4 kilowatt battery and has 222 brake horsepower with 350 newton meters of torque. This gives a top speed of 115 miles per hour and a 0 to 62 time of 7.1 seconds. It has a range of 328 miles and a charge time of 18 minutes from 10 to 80%, and that's on a 270 kilowatt charger.
So what's the cabin like inside? Well, it's very spacious, feels very futuristic. My ride position is really good, you feel quite high up, but these seats are very comfortable and it's quite a nice designer as well. It's something that I've not really seen before, so hats off to Kia's designers for the interior. You've got different options on your steering wheels to help with the audio controls, and you can adjust your mirrors on the side. You've got little door bins, but yeah, as a whole, yeah, it's really comfortable.
So let's talk about the entertainment system, and as you can see, I've got here two big dials, one for my speedometer, charging. I've got a separate screen here just for your entertainment, and it does come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but this is Kia's own made version and it's actually really easy to use. The resolution's very good as well. It's pretty much got everything you'd want, from phone projection to climate control. The only thing I'm not really keen on is not having tactical buttons, but Kia have kind of come halfway with that. So what do I mean? Well, click different options here and it's actually used as a second bar, and I can actually use some of their features on here. Again, I'd probably prefer tactile buttons. So now it's time to check out the practicality on the EV6. First off, the seats are very comfortable. You've got this nice suede or Alcantara mixed with the leather. So in the middle you've got a ski hatch right into the rear boot, and you've got your cup holders, centre armrest in the middle. So just look right on the floor here. There's no shaft there or drop for the drivetrain, it's just flat. So you can actually lay your legs out comfortably like that. Also you've got some nice USB-C ports here on the side, and you've actually got a volt socket down here, full on 3-socket pin down there that you can plug in. You can actually move the seats back a bit as well, so you can actually lean back more. Let's have a look in the boot. So it goes all the way up, it's quite high. Got a very low load lid, so it's very even. And you can get straight in there and you've got the nice EV6 logo. Also the rear seats fold all the way back just by lifting that handle. Dead easy, you can lift that back as well. So when you're trying to insert all your load and luggage in, very nice and easy. When you're looking to charge the EV6, you can electronically open the flap and close it. But have a look on here, you've got the status of your battery. You don't need to worry about checking inside the car menu where 3/4 showing, and then again we'll just close that. Look at the front here. In the EV, this is what you call a frunk. Actually got this cable here which entitles you, say if you're going camping, to fit this into a normal socket, and you can use whatever you want off the mains direct. So you can even have a kettle on it, or even PlayStation 5 if you wish. Another cool feature of the EV6 is on the key you can move the car backwards and forwards, enabling you to get into those tighter spaces without even actually having to be behind the wheel. To do that, you lock the car,
You hold it down for a few seconds on the Halt key, and then hopefully I can just click forward, hold that for a few seconds, it brings the car back to life, and there you go.
It's like spacious. So first off, it's quite a firm ride. The suspension's okay actually, even though it's going over quite heavy bumps, the suspension handles it really well. Of course you've got that instant torque straight off the bat, so I think it's got 222 brake horsepower. I mean 0 to 60 is about 7 seconds, so it's not blazingly fast, but it's not slow either. So I'm going through some windy roads here, a little bit of body roll, but not too much. Bit of road noise, which is expected. You really feel connected to the road with this drive, so it is really quite an engaged drive. Notice this is rear wheel drive, so again gives you that essence of being pushed. But yeah, you can have fun with it. I've put it in driving mode. There's different modes here where you can select, so I'm going to dip it back into eco, just gives you the most economy on your range. But also what Kia have got is what's called an I-pedal. And the I-pedal, you can use the same pedal, one pedal for acceleration and deceleration.
Let's wrap up this video on the Kia EV6. Well, it's a great looking car, packed full of space age features, but let's put it on that scale of worth and find out whether it's worth your hard-earned cash.
So now it's time to put the EV6 on that scale of worth. To give this car a fair weighing on the scale of worth, we weigh it against the average price on the market right now. Because this is a new car, to calculate an average cost, we're going to weigh the cost of the top GT line S model variant, which is £51,945, against the entry-level air grade variant of the EV6, which costs £40,945, and we'll weigh the average of these two figures, which we've calculated at £46,445. Now that we have the average price, we use 6 key deciding factors: design, features, practicality, performance, fun factor, and now include, new to the scale, cost of ownership, which takes into account range, reliability, and the cost of insurance and tax. Let's release the coins and find out what the outcome is with the EV6. And as you can see, the EV6 weighs the scale down. This means that we believe that the EV6 is worth it. Now let's take a closer look at why the EV6 deserves the "is it worth it" seal of approval. Design. As a compact SUV, this is Kia's first big premium attempt at an electric car. Do not be fooled by the badge. Kia have created a premium product. Features. The most feature-packed car we've ever driven, space age features. Even the entry level is above most premium and pricey cars in this sector. Practicality. The cabin is very spacious, but rear headroom can be an issue when getting in and out of the vehicle. Your seating position at the rear is higher than the driver in front due to the battery. It's comfortable but not as roomy as what you would expect. Performance. Lively but not blazingly quick, and you can have a lot of fun in sports mode, and has a really engaging drive. The standout feature is the fast charging and I-pedal. There is, however, noticeable road noise. Fun factor. Instant torque, comfort, and ease of use mixed with high-tech gadgets is what sums up the EV6. We can't wait for the GT model, set to be released in 2022 next year, which will come with 577 brake horsepower and a 0 to 62 time faster than a Porsche Taycan 4S. Cost of ownership. Range. If not used for long journeys all the time, it should be adequate, as we've not tested real world. Reliability. There's a 7-year Kia warranty, which is an absolute game changer, and that includes the battery. There's no car tax to pay, but annoyingly no government grant approved either, as the cost of the car has to be less than 35k. Insurance. As the EV6 is sportier than its rival sister, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, insurance is slightly higher at group 34 to 35 as opposed to 30-41 depending on spec. On a final note, although slightly more expensive than the Ioniq 5, the EV6 does have a bigger battery and is more fun and engaging to drive. We are yet to test its sister, but for now the EV6 gains the "is it worth it" seal of approval. A big shout out to the RRG group, Kia of Bury, and we were very surprised at how accommodating this branch was. Very professional. If you need any sort of advice or interested in buying your next Kia, they're definitely one to look out for. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as a new video goes live. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Is It Worth It?